Welcome back to LARK Running UK and welcome to 2025. The new year is here and we're going to start off this year with a myth busting. I'm going to go through the 7 common myths that I often hear and I often hear people peddling in terms of running, and today we're going to debunk them and quash them and clarify with a bit of research the myths you don't need to believe anymore. So yeah, welcome back. Another new year of running, clean slate for everyone. We all start from zero again. If you're new to the channel, my name's Adam, and today actually we're going to cover myth busting. So any new runners out there, anyone that's not been running all that long, and you hear different people saying all the various different things about running, today we're going to try and quash some of those myths. Yes, so in no particular order, these are just the myths I often hear, and I often try and clarify and inform other runners if they believe this kind of myth. But yeah, no particular order. So yeah, myth number 1, it's not to run if you walk. Not true. Again, trail running, long distance running to some extent, intervals definitely, they all include walking elements. So yeah, don't believe the hype. You don't have to run continuously to count it as a run. I say a lot of my training, or some of my training, is intervals. I do a lot of trail running as well sometimes, and part of that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with walking if it's a recovery period, or walking just because you want to. It's all part of the process. You're still moving, you're still on your feet, and there's still some running elements in there. So yeah, don't believe the hype, and especially if you're just starting out, continuous running might be your long-term goal, covering a 5k, 10k and beyond non-stop. You will get there one day, but don't feel you have to do it from the get-go. Myth number 2 is that running is bad for your knees. Again, not true. If you run badly or run with poor form or technique, yes, you could have knee issues. However, running itself is not the cause of your knee issues if you're having them. I often hear this peddled by older runners, or in particular runners that have maybe give running a go and they'll sack it off pretty quick because maybe have 1 or 2 issues with their knees. But yeah, running itself doesn't cause any knee problems. Again, bad form would, but yeah, running itself actually strengthens muscles, joints, ligaments and tendons. So if you're doing it correctly and you do it for long enough, you'll actually improve your knee strength and general body health. So yeah, don't believe the myth that running is bad for your knees, because it isn't. Myth number 3, in order to get faster, every run has to be hard. Again, you probably couldn't be further from the truth at that point. People that believe that often hit a wall pretty quick, often get bored of running and demotivated pretty fast, because that's nigh on impossible to maintain. Plus, it isn't true, and therefore when the gains don't come, people get disheartened. Yeah, the truth is variety is more important. Long runs, easy running, a bit of speed work, hill reps, etc. But yeah, varying your running pace, distance and intensity is far more important than just running hard all the time. And 2, like I said, it's not sustainable, and then those people will probably fall into trap number 2 and have issues, injuries, knee niggles, and think running's not for them. So yeah, don't run hard every time you get out the door. You'll demotivate yourself, hit a plateau pretty quick, and it's just hard work. Myth number 4 is if I don't run all the time, I'll start to lose fitness straight away. Again, not true. Research has shown that you can probably go 10 to 14 days, give or take, depending on obviously the individual, but roughly 10 to 14 days of zero activity before you start to see any kind of reduction in fitness. After that 14-day period, 2 weeks, it starts to speed up. So yeah, if you go more than 2 weeks without any activity, yes, at that point you'll start to significantly reduce a bit of your fitness. But anything less than that, 5, 7, 10 days give or take, with maybe a limited running or none, you should be okay to return at a similar level. So you don't have to run every day, every week if you can't, or you don't have to. So those that are picking up niggles, don't fret, don't stress. You've got a bit of time before your fitness dies away. Worst route ever. That's the third flood I've had to kind of wade through. Oh, my feet are just starting to warm back up and dry out slightly. But yeah, myth number 5 is that you should stretch before every run. Again, there's no, zero, absolutely zip scientific evidence to say that static stretching provides any benefit in terms of performance or athletic performance or injury prevention. So static stretching before a run does absolutely nothing, so I wouldn't recommend it. A warm-up, a good solid warm-up in terms of a lighter effort jog and maybe some drills or dynamic stretching, by all means. That could be injury prevention, warm your body and your mind up, ready for the session ahead. But yeah, in terms of actual static stretching, just stretching before you go out the door, myth, no benefit scientifically, don't bother. Okay, we're almost there now. 2 myths to go. But yeah, myth number 6, you're only a runner if you can run fast. Again, says who? We're not all runners. Yeah, everyone has different abilities, everyone's got different ambitions, capabilities, etc. Who says that runners are the only ones that can run the quickest? Absolute nonsense. But again, some people peddle that. So for those that are scared of being caught up, or those that are maybe insecure about their own abilities. But yeah, every one of us is a runner, fast or slow, long or short. Doesn't matter how far you run, how fast you run. If you're taking part, you're taking part. Just like a race, everyone that crosses the line is a finisher. Everyone ran the same distance, everyone probably put in a similar amount of effort. So good luck to you. I said, don't judge other people, and also don't compare yourself to anybody else. Run your own race in your own lane is the cliche, but yeah, stick to it. Everyone's a runner. If you're out there doing it, hitting the miles on the pavements or the roads, all the best to you. You're a runner. And yeah, myth number 7, last but not least, it's a bit of a double header. The myth is that running causes you to lose muscle, and tied in with that is that people say strength training is essential to be a good runner. So yeah, start with the first one. Running causes you to lose muscles. Not necessarily true. If you eat healthily and you're running extra miles and long and slow pace, generally you can become leaner. Yeah, but generally that won't be due to muscle loss, that'll be due to fat loss, because you're obviously burning more calories whilst running. So as a general rule, running doesn't cause you to lose muscle directly. And in actual fact, if you're doing hill reps or you're new to running and you're doing more speed work than normal, your leg muscles can actually get bigger in size, stronger compared to previously. Obviously, if you're doing no upper body work at all, then yeah, you could start to see a little bit of a deterioration in muscle mass, but that's to be expected if you're not working on it. And then yeah, the second part of the myth, that strength training is essential to be a good runner. Not necessarily, it's again subjective, I suppose, these last ones. Strength training can help, it doesn't slow you down, which is another myth, that doing a lot of weight work and strength training can slow you down as a runner. Again, not necessarily true. It can improve your power to weight ratio as a runner, and therefore you can run quicker. But yeah, strength training isn't essential, although I found last year that limited supplementary activities around the running can have a knock-on effect in terms of injury resistance. So I would recommend some kind of strength or conditioning work alongside your running. I predominantly do body weight stuff, which again is sufficient, because when we're running we're generally carrying our own body weight and no more, so we don't carry a weighted vest all that often. So yeah, bodyweight stuff is generally sufficient, especially if it's upper body. You don't need to be able to lift a piano to be able to run quite well. So yeah, some conditioning strength work is beneficial to all runners in terms of injury prevention, injury resistance, and just becoming a stronger runner generically. So yeah, they're the last ones. Myths busted. Drop in the comments if I've missed any, if you hear any other myths that you know to be false. Hopefully new runners have found that quite useful. Again, look through the information video playlist if you want to pick up any more hints and tips. There's loads of stuff in there to help new runners or those that are just starting out. But yeah, all the best for your running in 2025. Look out for new vlogs every week, and I'll see you all on the next one. Myth number 8, as I run into a hailstorm, running in the winter isn't fun. I disagree. Some of the best runs you can have is in shocking weather like this. Bad rain, storms, cold temperatures, all adds to the fun. So yeah, bonus myth number 8, running in the winter is fun.